F123 has some major physics updates we have to talk about. There are a few key features in this game that make it feel a lot more like real race cars I've driven. But before we get into the physics, huge thank you to EA for sponsoring this video. But look, as a race car driver, I'm a stickler for accurate car handling. F122 was actually pretty decent, but I'd have to say it was harder to handle oversteer than in real life. So even I often had to turn on assist just to try and be competitive. The thing that is so hard to simulate is that transition that a tire goes to from having grip to not having grip. And in F123, the drivability is so much better both laterally and longitudinally. And on the topic of longitudinal forces, the brake bias has a major upgrade this year. In last year's game, I typically set my brake bias to the maximum rearwards position of 50% to help with understeer on entry. But now, just like in real life, 50% brake bias will lose you a ton of lap time and might even result in you crashing. But this is actually a good thing, because now I can set my default brake bias to 57% and then move my bias 2 to 4% forwards or rearwards depending on what corner I'm approaching. In a real life race car, I typically creep forward as the race went on, especially as the rear tire started to degrade. And what's funny is I immediately started doing that in F123 subconsciously, which honestly has me so excited to keep developing my skills in this game. F123 is the only place where you get to experience the thrill of fighting for a world championship in the driver's seat of the fastest cars on the planet. The game is now available on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, so make sure you download now or search F123 for more info.